and we're recording audio as well, so that's fine. What were you guys doing when you got the notification or you saw that the Capitol in America was just being overrun by random white people?
I was scrolling on Instagram.
I was working. I was in the middle of work. Someone dropped it in the Slack channel, and my girlfriend was watching Jane the Virgin. I said, "You need to stop this Jane the Virgin thing right now." Put it on CNN. I'm serious. I put it on CNN. She was like, "Oh, but this is." I'm like, "Put on CNN right now." And then we put it on. And I'm watching this. I'm like, "Get the." I didn't believe it. The guy put it in the Slack channel. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! This is a joke." Then I clicked on it, and I was like, "Okay, this is an actual source that I believe." So then I put it on CNN, and live action.
That shit was wild. I was watching a movie with my girl, and suddenly I got a notification, and it said, "I'm not watching this movie anymore. I'm just
You have to cut this off."
I'm looking at all this shit because you saw people just climbing over shit, people just running through the Capitol. Just at some point on Twitter, somebody sent me a video of the shots being. It was wild. It was crazy. I didn't expect that this could be a real thing. Where were you? Do you know what you were doing while this shit was happening?
We're all at home, so that's for one. But I was scrolling through Instagram. I think it was evening, right?
It was evening. On our end, it was evening. It was like in the afternoon.
So I was scrolling through Instagram, and the first messages just appeared, like of a few videos of people storming the Capitol, and I think I'm desensitized because I was like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. That's literally that was my first initial like reaction. It's not a big deal. This was expected. You could have
expected.
You could have predicted this already.
Definitely.
Because
but they didn't.
What?
They did not though. They did not predict
it. It was laughable.
They could have, but they did not do it.
No, they predicted it. The police.
The FBI did. And then the men over there were like, eh.
The police let these people in. I saw videos of them just saying,
they
hey,
let them in.
Come here, just come here, giving them hands.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
100%. Yep.
It's the same.
Y'all saw the video of that one cop leading them through the building because they were getting too close.
To distract them.
I respect that. I respect
it. Good work. I don't know if I would have done that. I'd be like, fuck this. I'm out.
Exactly.
I'm not doing this. Risk my life. Nah, I was like,
I hope he gets a medal though.
You're not getting paid enough for that.
He gets something. He's definitely getting something.
Is he getting something?
He must. He saved all of their lives. All these people would have come in and gotten them.
Probably. What I would thought was fascinating was the preparation. You had Molotov cocktails. You had the people with the Ziploc. What is it? The handcuffs with the paramilitary gear and stuff. Oh, y'all did your research for this one.
They
I heard that floor plans.
Floor plans. Well, because that's one of the things they're saying now. They were able to find some of the offices very quickly, and they knew which specific offices. They knew, for example, whose office it was when some
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, when the name isn't even on the door, but the news officer was. So there was definitely a lot of preparation and there's definitely some inside element to it, I think. But we can't do that because fake news and we have a platform and blah blah blah. But
this was not
lizard people for sure.
This was not at all how I expected the start of 2021 to be.
That seems about right to me. That seems about accurate.
Yeah.
I was not. I generally thought, hey, this year is gonna be more calm.
Go out with a
less
bang.
wild shit.
Go out with a bang.
No, it's not. No, when it happened, I was kind of like, I was surprised. I was like, oh, this seems about right. This is what we should be doing.
It makes sense. It makes
the most sense.
I was not expecting this at all. I thought we were done with this shit. I thought America wised up, grew up a little bit.
Oh, they didn't wise up nothing.
Generally, I generally thought, hey, we have all been through a horrible year. We can do a little bit better.
See, you playing with Trump. You playing with him.
I don't think you understand the turmoil around.
That's what the mistake with these other people made. They're playing with Trump. Listen, hold on now. Let's go into the real. So you have this whole thing going on, right? You're in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah.
This man.
Yes.
He goes and he calls one of the senators and goes, yo, I need you to help me still overthrow this election.
That was before, right?
No, he called one of them while it was happening, while they were evacuating. He called one of them And then check this out. The guy
thought it was
went like,
aren't you talking about? You're talking about the recording that was released.
this is
right?
the other
that
one.
was leaked.
This is the one where he's telling him to go find votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before.
There's another one.
That's the one about the votes. This is about because they were having the certification,
Yeah.
the hearing, right?
Yeah.
And some senators objected.
Oh, that's why he was mad at Pence.
Mike Pence, and he was calling one of the senators to also object. Meanwhile, now they're not in that process anymore because he's going on his way to a fucking bunker because this madness is going on. He still don't care. He called him, and we're like, "Yo, I need you to object." But check this. It goes further. He says, "Yeah, well, I think you have the wrong number. Like you're looking for the other senator." He's like, "Oh yeah, give me him." So then he gives the phone to the other guy, and then he's talking with him, and eventually he's like, "Yo, I want my phone back because we have to, evacuate because people are trying to kill us."
Yeah.
Yo.
And Trump is just like,
And then
I don't see the problem.
Then in a few hours, he puts out a video basically saying to people, hey, don't do that, but y'all doing good. That's wild.
We love you, but you have to go home now. Nice. You have to give zero fucks. Zero.
100%.
Wow.
Minus a couple fucks.
No, but get this. It's his backbone. We all get that, right? They're his backbone.
1,000%.
Oh, yeah.
See, I was trying to reason it from his perspective. So you have all these people who go through all this trouble. They brought gear. They prepared. They're fucking, some of them getting maced maybe. They're risking their, their record.
They even had costumes and everything.
They're risking their jobs. They did all of this for you. You can't come out and go like, fuck off. You'd be like, yeah, you have to say thank you. You have to be like, I appreciate it. But you have to go home. That's all. What could he say? What else could he can't say nothing else.
He could have done what he did a few days after, like a real statement saying, hey, we don't condone this shit.
No, you can't do that.
No.
That's a slap in the face.
That's its people.
It should have been a
I
slap
drove
in the
all the
face.
way from Alabama for this. You gonna tell me now you don't condone with him? No, you gotta support me.
You know the funny thing as
You
well?
brought flags.
You know the funny thing as well? All these people that that took a flight to Washington, afterward they thought, hey, let me just go home. I stormed the Capitol. I did my thing. Now I want to go back to Los Angeles. No repercussions. I'm white. I'm good.
The privilege.
They got on the plane. They were sitting there comfortably with their water and everything. Then the marshal comes up and, hey, my guy, you need to go. Why? You stormed the fucking Capitol. You're on a no-flight list.
Sam didn't even take the bullet vest off. He's sitting there with the bullet vest on still. Why not?
That shit is beautiful.
It's madness, man. It is, but the moment of this year already is been made though. The guy who went into Nancy Pelosi's office with the foot on the desk.
Yeah.
Give this man some type of award, please. Give him something. Could you see they interviewed him afterward? Did you see the interview?
No. I didn't see it.
You don't hear the clip?
No, man.
Yeah, if you can find it, because it went viral. So if you can find the clip, try and find the clip. They interviewed this guy. I can't do it for you. You have to hear it.
Was this the guy with the file?
The one with the file.
Yeah.
And the audio clip of what he said.
I heard that. Yeah.
I said, give this man some type of Oscar, please. How do you even get? And then he wrote on the file, "We will not back down."
Yeah.
He wasn't hiding from no one. He wasn't hiding from it. None of them. They weren't hiding from anyone. Out there, broad
The conviction
daylight.
was real. The conviction was real. Yeah.
One of them has two lawyers now backing him, two top lawyers backing him. The one who stole the lantern, like a lantern or something. You have the other one who went. He said he's sorry. Who was sitting on the house? No, was it the house? Yeah, no, the house. The seat where Mike Pence was in. At the top.
The one in the Bears with the whole.
No, he's not talking about. He's not talking about that one.
Not that one. Oh, it was different.
Oh, the bear dude.
Yeah, he was standing in.
He's Navy.
Yeah. No, he's known in the circles.
No, he's one of the top people.
Yeah.
But he's like he's an ex-Navy SEAL.
There's also
Navy officer. Like they were military. One of them was an ex.
I think his mom came to his aid. Talking about he's not eating because he doesn't get
organic food.
Yeah, something like that.
He's not eating because they're not giving him organic food.
Yeah.
He didn't think about that before he went and did all this.
Oh, that is so.
That is disgusting, man. You can't be about that life and then say you need organic food, though.
Are you talking? Are you talking about the guy with the envelope and he's showing that video? I think.
And the audio. what he said.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
How'd you get it? I didn't steal it. I bled on it because they were fucking macing me and I couldn't fucking see. And so I figured, well, I'm in her office. I got blood in her office. I'll put a quarter on her desk, even though she ain't fucking worth it. And I left her a note on her desk that says, Nancy Big O is here, you bitch. Office.
Yo, I cannot believe.
Give this man an Oscar, please.
I cannot believe this is real.
Give him something.
I truly cannot believe
The
this
goal.
is real.
You have to give 0 fucks. 0 fucks.
None at all. Oh, wow.
No fucks.
Wow.
He gave them his name.
No, there were a lot of people that gave them their government
His blood
name.
is on. He did. Oh,
Bro, there was an Olympic swimmer in that whole crew that stormed the Capitol. And now they're also looking at maybe doing something to him, putting him in jail or whatever, or his ticket for the next Olympics are maybe gone. Like, too many people that people know were in there.
a bunch of people lost their jobs. There were a couple of people, veterans were in there. One of them was still an active army captain. I read.
There was a girl. There was a girl online who posted that her mom was in that shit and said, "This my mom. Go find her."
Oh, she snitched on the mom.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Okay, so do we want to talk about why this is happening?
First, let's introduce ourselves. We are the Three Angry Men. My name is Jeffrey.
Duncan.
Oliver. Why? What do you mean why?
Why did it happen? Why?
Well, because the Democrats stole the election, of course.
Don't say that.
Can't be doing that.
Don't say that.
Can't be doing that.
Don't say
You're
that.
lucky you're not American, man.
You can't go ahead and rig the election and not expect us to retaliate. Take the democracy back.
Like, the whole country.
No way Joe Biden won fair. Talking about we mail. You don't use mail.
The whole country voted.
There isn't even enough paper to do that much mail-in voting. Doesn't even make any sense.
Stop.
And then the ballot machines are really from Venezuela. Yes, you didn't hear. Okay, but y'all didn't hear about the Venezuela, bro.
No,
Why are you looking at me?
What happened to the
No,
ballot
tell me.
Are from Venezuela. No, they're from Cuba. Sorry, and they were made by Fidel Castro. They're designed in a way where if there was an election, he would always win because the numbers always come out in his favor, and that's the ones that the Democrats bought, so they would never lose, even though they lost 4 years ago. That was a mistake.
The logic of these people, I don't know. Don't you understand how stupid you sound when you say that stuff? Like,
I don't know if they do.
No, don't pass judgment. Just explain.
Don't pass
why.
No, don't pass.
I'm passing all judgment.
Just answer the question. Why? Why?
It's him and his techie friends.
Actually, I agree.
What do you mean you against facts? It's not a matter of this is truth.
100%.
These people got only one source of info saying it's
That is
all
true.
false.
Yeah.
And they believe it because they don't, know how to do math or think reasonably.
They don't know how to do research.
don't wanna-
like when you get information out of a book, you go to multiple books.
It doesn't make any sense. Like
No.
it doesn't make any sense that you have. Someone made a good point that you have state elections as well. The Republicans, at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The Republicans won a bunch of seats. Those weren't rigged. It's the same thing, but they rigged just this one.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense? It's just like
Yeah.
all right.
Talking about my social media people.
The tech. We're talking about social media people. He's talking about the tech people.
After all of this shit, they started. They
banned your guy.
My guy. They banned your guy.
It's not my guy.
They
It's not my guy at all.
Who are we talking about?
banned Trump from everything.
You're the most Trumpian person.
They even banned Trump from Snapchat. I don't know if
Actually,
he
he
uses
is.
Snapchat.
His alliance with Kanye West
Definitely
it makes sense.
Kanye
Yeah.
It's on the same.
Yeah,
boat.
100%.
They banned him even for Shopify.
Random places. 100%.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I didn't know he used Twitch.
Just in case. But it was just like in case you ever want to even try.
They banned it from Twitter once. Then he tried to go to the White House Gov Twitter. They said, nah, not happening. Those tweets are deleted. Then he tried to use the POTUS account. Nah, not happening. Those tweets deleted. I think he tried to make a separate account. Nope, also banned. YouTube, they banned him. Facebook also.
Just mention everything.
Everything.
He's banned.
So here's my
His Instagram account is
platforms.
down.
Yeah.
My take is it's all planned.
They were looking for something.
The techie people all got together and did this in a conference call, and they said, "This is it."
No,
This is the way.
what I think.
And they blocked the techie people. The techie people all got together and said, "All right, we're gonna do." Because
I think YouTube or Facebook was first, and then everybody followed.
No.
Was it? It was not all at the same time.
I don't believe that. I know, but I don't believe it. No, let me. I'm not joking. Let me explain. Because I think they understood that it would be hard for them if just one person did it.
Yeah.
The fact that they all did it together is what makes it so unanimous, but also, absolute. There's nothing. What are you going to do? You're going to try all of them. One of them is already a whole thing. All of them?
Yeah.
It's like, well, we can't do nothing. Can't do nothing about it. They banned you from everything. So he can't go to another place, but at the same time, he can't, because Twitter was his favorite one, right? The other ones were already kind of like, we don't really want you here. Twitter was his favorite one. But then when Twitter banned him, they made sure that all the other ones also banned him right away. So he couldn't go and move somewhere else and take those people with him. And that if there would be some kind of retaliation, it wouldn't weigh just on one
platform.
That one platform.
Yeah.
That's how I think it went, at least. I think it was coordinated to some extent.
It must have been. As soon as all this shit happened, they probably got on the phone, said, "Hey,
them men all
this is too out. We need to do everything, and we need to do everything together."
Them men kids all have the same babysitter. They all know each other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They factually all know each other.
I legit
That's not
wouldn't
even.
be surprised.
They all know each other. That's not even. They all know each other factually. Like you can just find them chilling. They know each other. So this was definitely people. Definitely, if you saw this, you saw the Social Dilemma.
Yeah.
They all know each other. Oh, I used to work at Pinterest and Twitter, and I remember my guy from Reddit. They all know each other. Oh, Reddit banned him too, I heard.
Yeah. They banned his whole subreddit. He had a whole subreddit.
They banned the whole thing.
That subreddit.
This is not coincidence. It's a community. The tech people are a community.
Yeah.
And this is two at once, all of them, even platforms where you wouldn't think that they would ban him, or platforms he didn't use very much, or platforms that are not as relevant to him, like Twitch.
Yeah.
They thought this. They
So
said we're all doing it.
So what
We're
is
all
a platform where he can escape to let his voice be heard?
Segue.
You're talking about
Parler.
but
Yeah.
they also got kicked off. It's not only Trump got banned from stuff, everything Trump related and everything all like far right related basically got banned from most of the mainstream internet services. I would call it services because it's not only social media, it's also other tech like Amazon Web Services where they host websites and apps. Trump affiliated websites and apps got banned from that as well.
Because apparently the Shopify thing was just, that one went deep. That one was like, in case you want to sell merchandise.
Not happening.
Well, fucking the hats. We're ending that too. Everything.
That is
Seriously. That's what it was. That's what, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. And someone explained it like, no, it's because people have web shops where they sell Trump and they canceled that also.
It's that deep. And so the app you're talking about is Parler, which is basically a Twitter kind of clone, but then not only, but it caters mostly to right-wing, far right-wing ideology.
Most of them are...
The people,
it's popular.
They use it because their content on that platform does not get banned, whereas on Twitter or Facebook, their stuff would be banned because
it's false and racist and sexist.
Yeah,
and all the other ists.
Yeah, no,
facts
really.
And the big,
you dozed as well.
Yeah. All of the bigs, as well.
All of the bad things.
Yeah,
all of the bad.
And Parler allows that, so Amazon Web Services said, "Nah, y'all not gonna."
So you need to take a step back. No, let's take a step back. We understand, but most people might not. I don't think understand what hosting is.
Okay,
what it means, because I think a lot of people don't get the magnitude of what happened.
So if you want your website or app or other service to be available for people around the world or in other places to reach, so if I have a website, I put it online, and I want other people to reach it, I need to host it somewhere. And you can host your stuff on servers, and those servers other companies have, or you have your own server. Most companies don't have their own server, so they rent server space at one of these companies, and one of them is Amazon. You also have
I think
Microsoft.
one is the
does.
biggest, right? Biggest or one of the biggest.
One of the
right?
biggest, yeah. Probably the
Everything-
biggest.
Everything they do is the biggest.
Yeah.
Biggest ever.
So because Netflix basically lives 100% on Amazon,
Twitter was also on
Twitter
Amazon,
as well,
which we're gonna
Facebook.
get to that in a minute.
Facebook has their own servers, I think.
Facebook, I think, does have their own server. I think Google also has their own server.
Yeah, Snapchat lives, I think, completely on Amazon. So most of these, and it's also the thing that Amazon makes its money off of. That is also interesting. People think Amazon makes its money off the web shop and stuff. Nah, they make most of their money from the Amazon Web Services, which they use to bolster their web shop in insane methods. But yeah, basically, Amazon Web Services said, hey, we don't allow you to host your content that your people, that your followers, your subscribers put on our
I didn't say it
services.
like that. I didn't say it like that, Jeff. You added a little bit of sauce.
No, but that's basically what they said by banning them.
Okay, yeah.
By banning them, they said,
Because they had an official statement. Is why I'm saying.
yeah. By banning them, they said, we don't want the content your application has on our services. So now they need to look somewhere
And
else.
now Parler's suing them.
And
And well, Amazon has said that the lawsuit has no merit. But I'm interested how they're going. I'm interested in the case. This is a case I'm going to follow. I'm interested in how they're going to play it, because the angle. What I think is interesting about this is, so if you take the thing about Donald Trump being banned from Twitter, right? There, it's very easy. There is no legal precedent for that being wrong or unwarranted or wrongful or illegal, because it's a private company. It's their platform. It's in their terms, conditions. We have the right to remove you from the platform at any given. If you've people don't bother. If you've ever read the terms and conditions of any website where you can register for something,
To be honest, who reads them?
I have. But if you've read them once, you know most of the basics of most of them, and all of them have. If we don't like your face on a Saturday evening, we can just delete your account. And done. That's it. We can do that. All of them have it in there. Twitter has it as well. I don't see why you being the former president, there's nothing in there about that making a difference. So it's very simple. Here, however, it gets trickier.
Why?
Because if I'm Parler, I'm going the antitrust law route.
Okay.
I'm going that route for which is where they're going.
that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Basically make the argument that they have an unfair position in the market that they are abusing, right, to their own benefit and the benefit of other companies that work together with them. So, the whole route of what makes having a monopoly position illegal, quote unquote.
And
No, but
It's
hasn't
smart-
this,
it's very
hasn't
smart
this
that they're doing
dynamic
this.
been present in forever? Because you have Google, Apple.
It has always been present.
But that's why this move is actually quite smart, because not too long ago, a few American states sued, I think, Facebook for similar reasons, saying, "Hey, you guys have way too much power. You guys have Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram."
That was 2016.
No, that's this year.
No,
2020.
Probably again.
2020
It's
they
because
did it
they've been
again.
sued multiple times.
So this time they said, "Nah, this is not good. We need to split y'all up." This Parler argument fits perfectly in that
And
that stream.
they've all Google has been sued by the European Union multiple times for the same thing.
But that's why Google also split their company and
That's their trick
made
is-
Alphabet.
Yeah.
And then
Is they
also
split it
smaller
into a bunch
Yeah.
of things and said, "See, we're competing heavily in all these markets, but 90%
Yeah, but
of the money comes from
so
the
do we
search
agree
engine."
though? Do we agree though? Like with what Amazon did, is it something that's could be substantiated?
In court,
Yeah, in court.
of course.
Yeah.
I'm Jeff Bezos.
No, they
Fuck is you talking about? You just showed up.
no, but they
he's not the
they,
richest
they have
anymore.
they have a valid
He's
base.
Jeff though, not this one, the real one.
Dude, what the fuck?
What for confusion? People don't. We don't want the viewers to be the listeners to be confused.
Nah, I'm that Jeff.
No, the original Jeff.
I'm the original Jeff. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, yeah.
I am the original Jeff.
You need to cease this immediately.
Fuck off.
Dude has more money than Jamaica. You talking about? You're the real one by himself. What kind of madness is this? Elon passed him.
Yeah.
He'll catch up.
Hope
That shit changes every week. I swear.
I know.
Every 2 weeks, like, oh, now it's this guy. Oh, now they trade places.
No, but
He soared the fastest though, ever.
Who?
Elon.
Yeah, but Elon is on some fucking voodoo shit. We'll get to him in a minute.
But
You know he beefing with the Chinese because they copied Tesla. Segue. You guys laugh when I say this, but it's facts though.
no, I know it's facts.
What's the name of that Chinese company that copied Tesla?
I don't know.
Real quick, and we'll get back to this because people think I'm crazy. There's a Chinese company that copied Tesla because they just, in his opinion, they just copy shit over there, and he's pissed.
No, but it's been known.
Pissed.
But
Xpeng.
He beefing with him.
Xpeng.
No, but he's beefing with everybody. And by the way, talking about Tesla, there are a lot of Tesla employees going to Apple because Apple is going to create a new.
Again, they all know each other.
A new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. China stole the software for that car too. It's in there.
I know.
It's in there.
It's why China is no
The same
shame.
company, the Xpeng company, they did that. They stole software from Apple. I'm not dead ass.
But they just do it. They just go.
To be honest,
I'm not making this shit up.
if it helps the competition, I'm all for it.
We'll get to them in a minute. Here's how I feel
Back to
personally.
the original topic.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Here's how I feel. I feel personally, I think that the concept of private property is just very important. Personally, I just feel that it's my company. Okay. Mm-hmm. I have the web hosting. All right. Mm-hmm. You're all my host. You came here. I didn't call you. You came here. I don't want you anymore. You're banned. You're gone. We warned you. They also warned them.
Yeah.
They gave them several warnings that their content was offensive and that they should do something moderated. They didn't do it. So they took them off. Go find a different host.
There's a legal
be on
component
there.
to this.
The legal thing is where they're gonna talk about Amazon being too powerful and banning them.
There's
so
a different
that they
legal
can favor other companies and it's collusion and it's a cartel. But that's where I go, so what?
No, but there's a different legal
So
component to
what
it.
though?
Like every company is responsible. Like
do wanna
America has made every company responsible for the content they host. This is the reason why
That's
porn-related content is more disencouraged now on server side. Like
most host servers, you can't have a porn website.
you cannot have a porn
only
website.
specific ones that can
So
do that.
Pornhub, for instance, is having very, very big difficulties every once in a while with server hosting because nobody wants to host their content because the government.
Amazon Web Services doesn't host porn?
What?
I don't know. No. As far as I not know.
It's tricky. That's tricky.
So I think they could say, hey, this content is so offensive that we could get into legal trouble if we would keep it on our
If it
platform.
incites violence,
Exactly.
like it did now.
So I think they will fight probably for that, but also at the same time, I understand what you mean. You have a private property. You and the investors are the owners of this property, of that company. You have the right to tell people to fuck off.
Okay, but okay.
Here's
wait,
I just want to say this.
What?
The techie people are always going to win. Let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Their entire existence is thinking 10 steps ahead of people. They thought this through. They didn't just do this. They thought this through very well. They know, okay, this is the whole world hates these people now. No one's going to come at us for doing this. People have been asking us to do this. So all we have to say is people asked us to do it. And the fucking cherry on top of the cake is them right-wing men is gone. So there's no government that's going to come chase us afterward for doing it. Because if they would have done it 2-3 years ago, then you have to deal with Trump now, doing executive orders here and there and bringing you to court. They had all that nonsense. But now, if they do this, Joe Biden is just going to be like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a smart play. There is no government institution now that's going to chase them hardcore for doing this
Not
in
hard
this
enough.
moment at this reason.
Because it helps their agenda.
They will do
because
it a
it
little
helps
bit.
their agenda.
Of
But
course,
okay,
of course,
But think
because
about
exactly.
But
That's
think
the
about
play.
Yeah, but think about if it was the other way around. If it wasn't content. Let's say these big tech
He wants to
companies.
play devil's advocate.
No, but
let's
he's
be
right.
honest.
He's right.
But let's be honest.
I'm listening.
Let's be honest. If it wasn't the right wing and it was more catered towards, for example, black people, the Black Lives Matter, movement, and
they took that down.
and them being boycotted on every single platform.
Like on TikTok.
Yeah, but I mean, you had Chinese. Come on.
Hey,
The Chinese are a different beast.
I'm gonna let you rock with that. I'm not disagreeing. You go ahead.
But get this.
No, I'm saying TikTok also did that. That was my point.
Yeah, but I mean, TikTok is a completely different
We
story.
don't really
Yeah,
know what
okay.
they're on at all.
Exactly.
So
So if it was that story, if it was that case, nobody would be happy, or at least a large group like the right wing now aren't happy.
Yes, because they feel, that
No,
their
but
voices are
your
being
your
stolen.
argument doesn't go like I get your argument and I understand why you're happy now. But
No.
if
My
it's-
argument is not
because the
about
monopoly
the ethics of it.
situation. Yeah, okay.
My argument is purely about the chess game. Just the chess game.
You already did the chess game, okay?
They timed it correctly. They
did-
timed
they
it
were very
correctly.
smart.
You're absolutely right. They can't, if they did this with the left in the sum, you can't do that. So they didn't do nothing.
They had this in
But
the top.
people didn't want them to do something then. So
No,
they
but-
left it.
But
They-
I'm
they
talking
probably-
about
they had a
but
they had
my
a
focus.
procedure.
My focus here is, and what I want to discuss is, we're talking about, the right wing being boycotted for whatever reason. If this would have happened to other groups that we support or were more favorable of, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
It would be problematic.
Not if I do it properly.
No,
Not if I
but
think it through.
no. But
Yeah,
the
but this-
the issue we should talk about is their monopoly position and how it could backfire eventually. Because we're happy. Everybody's happy about it. Everybody's happy about it
But
right
that's my
now.
point. That's my point. If they would have done this in any others, like you're saying, any other situation with other people, then it would be a stupid move. Because then they're gonna play that antitrust game.
Because
And then it's
you're
different.
talking about
But they
the
did
House
it
of Cards
perfectly. So
situation.
people-
I get that. I
The
get
government's
that.
gonna kind of do this. It's gonna kind of go like, okay, well, we know what you did is some fucking fine. They'll leave it.
Yeah.
They'll leave it. Who's gonna sue them?
This ties into what I was talking about earlier with the different stages of the internet kind of thing. Real quick, the internet.
Jeff's about to cook. You about to get cooked.
It's bag.
Sit back for it. Sit back for it.
The internet has gone through different stages. First, we had
You need more water?
shut the fuck up.
You have enough
I'm
water?
good. I'm good.
It's enough water.
Go grab your water.
Sure?
Go grab.
I'm just checking on
Yeah,
you.
go grab your water. Go grab. Go.
You have enough water.
I have enough. I'm good.
I don't need any. What are we?
Shut the fuck up. Fuck off.
Make sure your shit is moist.
Now I don't even want to do it. Now I don't even want to talk about it.
Screw you. Get in his bag, though.
Screw you.
You know, when he do this, that's when he about to get into it. When he said different stages. When he said stages.
The different stages.
No, we listen.
The internet
It's a good point.
The internet has gone through different stages. So first off, the internet was created and people needed to have technology to use the internet. So we needed computers, phones, and all that shit. The second stage is we needed companies and services. So we needed Twitter, Facebook, MySpace that died eventually. Banking. We needed all that kind of stuff to happen. Now the third wave is coming here and the companies are, like, you're completely right, Oliver. The companies are very smart in handling this because the third wave is about policing, politics.
Yeah, regulation.
Now the governments all over the world are understanding, hey, these companies are wilding. They have quite some power that they probably should not have. Like Twitter should not be able to decide that the president of the United States cannot tweet on their platform.
Give them the keys. Let them have it.
You think they should have it?
I'm all for it.
What is your argument?
I'm dead ass.
Your argument is
It's either them or
property.
It's either them or the idiots that allowed this nonsense to happen. Who are you picking?
That's true. That's also true.
That's my thing. It's
Why
just
the
like, if we're
duality
going to
though?
be-
Why
if
the
we're going to-
duality though?
Don't
Like,
use
isn't-
duality
isn't-
on me.
isn't-
Don't
isn't-
use the word duality. He said duality.
Isn't there an area?
No, there is no.
Is there? There's no nuance. There's nuance.
No,
Nothing.
Go.
No, I'm saying if you're going to be ruled by someone, I'd rather have it be not an idiot. So that at least I can tell myself,
What if it?
you see what I'm saying?
Now it seems to be that the governments on the European side are
They ain't gonna do shit
leading in some kind of way with policy.
What a GDPR?
GDPR, for instance, and other policies.
In a capitalist-
hold up. Would you not prefer those over what is happening in America? Like, I think the policies in the European Union are not great, but they are at least a step in a good direction.
I think it is pointless. I think in a market, in a society that's based on, not to go too deep, but in a society that's based on the market, you're never going to beat the corporation. Never.
That's true.
This is never. They're always going to be one step ahead. Because it's like they're the most powerful. They're the queen in a chess game.
In the capitalist
It's the most
system,
powerful.
they are
piece
on top.
in the game. You have to, so either you change the game entirely,
And they're not doing
or you're
that.
just gonna have to deal.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be. You can GDP. You and I both work for big companies. Tell me honestly, that shit works.
barely.
It took them 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, because they knew it was coming. By the time it came, we'll do this, and this. Apple just did a new rule where they, if you want to track the behavior of your users in your app that you build, Apple now needs you to inform them of that even more explicitly. Otherwise, you can't even be in the App Store.
Yeah, but that's
things like that.
You're digging into an aspect that I wanted to go into later, but maybe now already good. These companies are going to police themselves, each other.
That's my point. Exactly.
So the biggest guy, in this case Apple, will have control over everybody else. So Apple now says, like you say, hey, if you want to use our phones, if you want to have your app on our phones, you need to give all a whole list of what data you gather so our customer can make an informed choice. At the same time, we're also making it so much more difficult for you to track people between apps, which Facebook lives off. Facebook on every app, or most apps, have a Facebook integration through which they can serve ads and get all the information they need and make a profile out of you.
Get into that.
And Apple is basically saying,
can't do that anymore.
You cannot do that
recently. This is what, like a couple months ago?
Yeah, yes.
A couple weeks ago.
The latest phone or something.
The latest update.
The latest update did that.
It affected us.
So that alone will make it so much more difficult for companies to fight amongst each other. But governments cannot do anything like this. They can put some rules in like GDPR and try to move stuff.
But they're always late.
But what you say is very interesting.
I'll never never in my entire life. Mark Zuckerberg is in front of Congress. One of the men is like, so you don't ask anybody to use your platform or anything. He says, no. Well, so how do you make any money if you don't charge people to use your platform? And this guy, I swear to God, as smart as he is, he had like a slight error. He went like, we have ads. Oh. And that's who's dealing with this.
But if he was smart enough,
how
he would ask the question about how do you serve the right ads and how he would get a whole treasure trove.
They don't even know how it works.
They have no idea.
They don't even know how it works. They don't even know what to do. Oh, the companies and the social media people, how does it work? How are they doing it? Web hosting is gone. People didn't even understand. People also, all the right wing people, they took it down and it's gone. No, it's not. The hosting, the thing still exists.
They can go to a different hosting.
And they can just go to a different hosting and they'll be back up.
Yeah. They're back up already.
I heard they are. They're back up. Yeah.
But you
want to make an account?
No. Partially. I want to see what is happening.
You don't want to talk your shit?
I don't want to talk my shit. That's not my shit.
Jeez. You don't have shit to talk?
That's not my shit.
You can just talk shit. You can just talk anything you want. What do you mean?
No.
What?
No, I'm
there's all types of people on there.
I am interested in seeing what the fuck is going on. Is it really that bad?
There's also left-wing people on there. You know that, right? Because you also have far left.
Yeah.
Who want to storm the Capitol for different reasons.
It's also wild.
No, it's true.
I'm not joking. No, I know you're not joking.
No, I agree.
That's why it's fucked up.
It's just they're not very popular right now. They're not very popular right now.
Yeah, mostly not.
At least they're not seen as the enemy.
No, the far left, they're not very popular right now because they don't have the sauce.
They're not moving. They're more like true anarchists.
They're boring. They're boring.
Like they
don't have no sauce.
They're the emo anarchists.
They have no sauce.
You know them kids. We all knew that one.
Who storms the Capitol for what do they want? They want more equality and stuff. It's like, yeah, but like what more than the normal people? Even more than that? Like, yeah, everyone should be the same. Like, come on, we're not doing that.
That's too extreme for you.
There's no sauce. It doesn't have any sauce, Jeff. What do you not understand?
Equality, like perfect equality.
I'm not wearing the same clothes you're wearing. I'll tell you that one right now. That's what that's gonna mean.
No, I'm not wearing the same.
You have to wear his wardrobe.
My wardrobe is fine.
Why
like it's a regular ass hoodie.
Everyone, you can't have more. You can't have different clothes from anyone else because everyone has to have the same.
That would be horrible.
Come on, you're not YouTube.
Nah, but
we're not
like the thought of it is horrible.
No, we're not all wearing the same thing you're wearing. But you can talk your shit on there.
I am interested in seeing what the fuck is actually. Why was it so bad?
Go to it.
I don't know. Do they have a web version?
Yes, Jeff. That's what got taken down. The web version.
No, I thought they had the app only. I know
No. The web is what got taken down.
I know they
web services.
I know their Apple and Google App Store apps also got blocked.
The apps got blocked. Yeah. So it's very hard to download. And that's what I'm saying. If you have this type of calculated effort towards this one app. That's the argument they're going to make. Like, you all colluded as big companies against us because you favor Twitter, because Twitter is closer to you, because because all these companies, they work with each other and they benefit from each other. So the argument they're going to make is that you're taking us out as a competitor to Twitter.
Yeah. I think Google also just shadow banned them. I cannot even find the link.
You can't find the thing. You can't go to www.parler. It's Parler, www.parler.com.
It's just.
So I think.
I Googled it and they didn't show even. They only show the article.
Okay, so
they should go to a direct. You go ahead.
Okay, so while Jeff's searching for the Parler app.
No, not Parler.com. They don't have that.
.us, try .us. Watch. Because they would do that.
It might be it. No, they also don't have that. It's for sale.
It's for sale.
Google, where is Parler? I swear, there's a bunch of articles about it. People are writing about it. Anyway, what you saying?
Nobody's linking.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, go, talk.
No, but you have this idea, right?
Interface is nice. I mean, they had a nice interface.
Have you seen it?
I've seen some parts of it on TV.
Oh, okay. So you have this idea that the right wing platforms should be banned by these big tech companies, right? And isn't this going to create a separation online between the right wing and literally the rest?
I think that you're going to have a separation between it's going to go into that same space what you have now with the clear web and then the deep web and then the dark web, that whole space. You're going to get kind of like that.
You're going to get a right-wing web, a left-wing web, white web, black web. You're going to get different.
But let's be clear. And this is where you have to understand. This is where you can sort of argue their frustration, right? Because, we see all this Trump shit going on. But what I've said a lot of times, you have to understand their frustration comes also in part from that the status quo in Western society today is left. People don't completely acknowledge that because I have a lot of hippie friends who want to go very, very left. And I'm like, well, not that far. But like kind of edging to the left. This is the status quo. If you look at Hollywood, it's mostly left, right? Yeah. If you look at Silicon Valley.
At least they want to...
I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. I don't know what they're doing behind the sscenes. Yeah. But the same thing goes for Silicon Valley, right? The tech people is predominantly left again in terms of how they want to appear. Behind the scenes, they're doing all types of voodoo shit, but that's how they want to appear. So the web, and that's what we see now, right? They banned all of the shit media. So if you're now someone who wants to start a conservative platform, online, you want it to appear in Google search results, they can ban it. You want to make an app, they can ban it. You want to have it just your website hosted, Amazon can ban it. It can just be gone.
You want a video on YouTube?
You know they were number one on in the Play Store because of what was going on with the elections and the saying that was stolen. That's what made them rise to number one in the last couple months in the Play Store, going on $1 billion. And imagine it took a day for just 3 companies to go done. Finished. Done. And it's just,
that is crazy.
And that amount of power is too much, is what people are saying. That you should not be able to do that. I disagree, though.
I know you disagree, but I mean, this is not conducive for any of the conversations we're having.
On me.
But
see, now you're trying to use conducive.
You're saying I'm really, putting sauce on this shit?
I told you about conducive into this.
Do you hear him?
Get to the point, though. Get to the point.
That's my point. Don't fucking use conducive on me. Conducive.
No, but really, no. But really, it does not help the conversation, though.
What is the conversation?
The conversation is that there's a lot of people from the left and right that don't agree. Yeah. You understand? And this is fed by Trump being president and the Democrats and
coronavirus,
everything,
partly,
and all of that has soared, and now we have this situation where the right wing people don't have a place where they can express themselves, and they don't feel comfortable expressing themselves because they'll be made out for example, they're going to be called a racist or xenophobe, whatever, all of that, all those names, but they don't have a place to have a conversation with other people. And I think the most important thing in a democracy is to have discussions and debates.
Because it was rigged.
You are right. You are right.
And this is not helping.
No.
This monopoly situation is not helping.
If you look at what the democracy is, technically he's right. You need to have discussions to make a democracy work. That's why the left and right wing should be discussing together and figuring this thing out. In reality, left wing, like you say, has saturated everything. They control,
And they're elitist.
and you're completely right in that. They think they're better. Like the
That's
left
one big
side
mistake.
thinks they are way better
And smarter
than most
than-
people that do whatever. It's like if you think about ancient Greek philosophers who said only the smartest people are allowed to vote and that kind of stuff. They have the same kind of idea and philosophy as that to a degree. Definitely. But that is also why the discussion part is not going to work. They always think they're better than right-wing people. And right-wing people always think they're better than left-wing. Even though
In a very different way.
in an
But
underdog
does
way.
that mean we should not talk anymore?
No, they should. But it's not happening.
What would you like to talk about?
What wouldn't I like to talk about?
No, I'm serious.
No, think about it. No, think about it.
How would the conversation go? That's what I'm saying. You have to understand, like, these things, people are doing this. They're trying. Ends up in from insults
but get this.
to
No,
death
but get
threats
this.
to people blocking each other.
Yeah,
to,
but
to a
get
certain
this.
point. And then you have to also ask yourself, when does it stop being negotiable? That's the issue.
No, but get this. How
You're
did
saying the election was rigged. It wasn't rigged though. So what more is there to discuss? Like where you want to have a discussion with me about something that's factual?
No, but
That's
get
the
this.
part
But get
where-
this. But get this. If everybody right around them, and at least let's say the mainstream says everybody that is that does not agree with our opinion is crazy or whatever, you're being made out to be something you're not. You're going to go to a group that shares your ideas.
It's
And
called radicalization.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that wasn't necessary.
Yes, it was.
but it's-
Because that's what it's called.
explaining.
What do you mean? That's
But-
what it's called.
But what I'm saying is that group has grown and has stormed the castle. That is what has happened.
Yeah.
Let's say
So what you do,
what you do, what?
you get the military. That's what they did. That's what they did.
They were way too slow
were-
doing that.
They did it now. There are more military officers around the capital now than there are in Syria, Afghanistan, Iran at the same
They're
time.
sleeping.
Yeah, but
Sleeping
now.
They're sleeping. They're sleeping.
No.
now.
But it's too late.
No, it's not too late. We're there. Come again. Come and try the shit again.
They said they were coming again when
but you don't
Biden
get it,
was.
right? But you don't get it. But you
when
don't get
Biden
it.
is getting
Good luck.
inaugurated, they wanted to
Come
go
and
again.
do it. Get it done now. Come and do it now.
No, but my question is, when do sites like 4chan and all those deeper places get hit? Because they also need
There's a lot of right wing shit going on there too.
exactly.
yeah.
At some point,
The incels.
I understand what Dunk is trying to say here.
I see what you're saying.
You,
I'm
you
just
need,
kind of.
you need to give
But
places to
I
these
know you
people
don't
as well.
care. I don't know you
No,
care.
but my
You don't
issue
care.
is
You don't care.
my question for you is, where do you draw the line? At a certain point, there has to be a line, right? I'm not saying it's all the people who even went to this riot, but there has to be a line where we say, okay, we can't talk to you anymore. That's what prison's for. You understand what I mean? That's what mental facilities are for. There has to be a line where you say, all right.
No, I think
this-
I think
yes, you should have discussion, but there's a point where you have.
No, I understand. I think the underlying problem is that everybody thinks they should voice their opinion.
That's enough. People talk too much. That's enough.
People talk too much.
I don't even have it.
They're not informed, or they don't think
that's also
about
true.
what they're saying. And
I mean, I just
they
have a podcast. That's all. But you know, that's light. It's light.
Just light.
No, but because you have a voice, it doesn't mean you have to, voice it.
Yeah, no. Like,
And that's one issue.
And also,
The
how
other
is
thing,
it that deep?
The other thing,
We'll get to that in a minute.
the other thing is the second there's a platform and they start talking about what's heavy on their heart, the next thing that happens is they're being censored. That does
They're
not help.
being censored. Come on, stop with the sauce. You can make your own website. You can make your own form.
Yeah, but
you can
that
make your
doesn't-
own.
that doesn't.
But
You can start your own shit.
Yeah, but the website is not discoverable.
A dude made Bitcoin in his basement. You can't figure out a fucking forum to fucking chat
You don't
with
get
people.
it. You don't get the big idea. You don't get the great idea.
You're making the tech argument, but you're forgetting.
Of course.
No, but you're forgetting that the tech people are blocking shit. If
listen to
no 90, not 90%, but a big part of the reachable internet that people can actually see is accessed by Google. If Google doesn't want to surface your content,
I get that.
you cannot be found.
I get that. I understand that. I'm saying is, boo-hoo. Then you should have made Google. But I don't bring it to. This is my. I'm consistent. This is my energy with everybody.
Yeah.
This is the same also with the left when they're like, because when they complain about, we want Google to show more of this, or we want Facebook to stop the hate crime. Well, then go make your own Facebook then. If they went to Facebook people with the stop hate for profit.
But if you're a monopoly, then what?
They tried to object to them. They tried to object to them. They tried to tell them, hey, you have to remove these things. You have to do this, and they just went like, suck a dick. And you know why? Because he can say that. Because there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So now you have to go and put yourself in a position where you can do something about it. That is what I'm saying. That is they will. Let me be very clear. The right-wing people, they know what I'm saying. They're going to do this.
Oh, no, they're making everything.
There are billionaire hardcore conservatives.
Bro,
you do understand that, right?
They have everything already. They have
everything
their own
is there.
They have their own Twitter. They have their own YouTube in the making. I think it's already online and people are using it.
Uber. No,
they're making.
They were gonna make their own, and the Uber and the Airbnb especially.
So how does this help society though?
They want to control.
How does it help it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You're gonna get a completely separate ecosystem.
Yeah. So
but that's what we're working towards.
Is that what we want?
That's where we ended up.
Because that's the point I'm trying to make.
It's not what we want, but it's where we ended up.
I don't know. At a certain point, it's like, fam, if you want to go and do that over there, why don't you just go over there?
I understand that, but
like, what do you want us to do?
No, but if that goes to the extremes we're explaining here,
you get civil war and people die.
Exactly.
I get it.
You don't care.
I mean, it's not.
It will happen in America.
It's not cool. It's not cool. No, we chilling over here. We chilling over here. You see, because
Europe is a whole different beast.
No, but let me tell you why. Though, at the end of the day, it all comes down to money. Mm-hmm. They don't have jobs. People have lost. People they have hunger. The first world country is what it's supposed to be a developed country, and there's motherfuckers starving.
America.
There's actual, not like hunger when people say, "Oh, I'm hungry." No, like actual hunger.
Mm-hmm. Starving people,
like developing country hunger.
You see those pictures they show of Africa all the time of African countries.
That's what's going on.
It's happening there.
There.
It's not happening in Africa.
Members losing jobs, being kicked out of their apartments. Family members are dying. They're putting people in hallways now because the IC beds
a month.
The IC beds are full, and now you coming to tell me Joe Biden's going to be president? Fuck out of here!
Yeah,
I'm storming this whole thing.
Yeah, COVID has exaggerated.
If everything was cool, they wouldn't have done this. Mm-hmm. If the economy was stable and people were healthy,
but that's always the case. That's always the case.
Okay, but then fix the economy. You're Joe Biden. Unite the country. What do you do?
Where do I start? You mean with this situation now, right now?
Serious question. You're Joe Biden, right? January 20th. It's you. They say, unite the country. You told us you're going to unite the country. It's what everyone's talking about.
Healthcare.
Nah.
I think healthcare.
That's not the play.
I think that's a big part.
Healthcare how? Healthcare. I want to hear it. Healthcare how?
Like in a subsidized way where people on a minimum.
No, Jeff, stop.
One of the big problems with all these people is that whenever they get sick or whatever happens, they need to pay thousands. And
that means someone who is too lazy to work is going to get healthcare. Not my opinion, but I'm right wing dude now.
You're talking about from okay.
Someone who's lazy, he doesn't work hard enough, he's gonna get healthcare. I'm not doing that. That's why I didn't want you. That's why I stormed the Capitol, bitch. That's why I want Trump back.
But the fucked up thing is,
what do you say to that?
No. The fucked up thing is, this same guy that says this,
he's sick.
Exactly. Is the guy without healthcare who is fucking sick, who cannot pay for food next week, but he would be in.
He would, and I'm standing by.
He would benefit from this shit.
Jeff, what do you say?
Make sure everybody gets money.
No.
Make sure.
The play. Watch. What's
the play?
What do you think? What the play is? You guys, when I say, you'll be like, oh, of course. You find a scapegoat.
No,
you find a scapegoat. No, listen.
No, but
yes.
In a crisis. In a crisis.
This is a crisis.
In a crisis.
I need to unite the country. So I look at all them, man, and I go, yo,
This guy.
y'all are beefing, but it's them over there, though.
But they already are.
It's them over there.
They're gonna say Europe or some wild shit.
No.
China.
They're going to say China.
China.
Or Russia. One of the two.
I think Biden is more.
If
of a
I'm
Russia.
Biden, I'm picking one of those countries. I'm going, fam.
China.
It's all
Biden
their
is
fault.
Biden's picking Russia.
It's all
Biden is
them.
not fucking with China.
It's what people forget. This whole thing. You know that George Bush's presidency was also highly contested because of the whole thing with Al Gore. That was one of the most highly contested.
Iraq. Yeah.
Axis of evil. That's what he called it. Google it. Google the axis of evil. That speech right there, genius.
And that's how he sold
I
it.
thought we were talking about how you're going to make sure.
That's how you unite the country.
No.
Oh no! Uniting the country. No.
America is that fucked up.
George Bush was the country was divided because he wasn't even supposed to be president because the votes were so close. It was supposed to be Al Gore. Had to go to country, had to vote, and it was people were like, you shouldn't even be up there. Things were contested. Then 9/11 happened. Never forget. May they rest in peace. And he went, hold my coat. I got this. His speechwriter. Actually, they say Dick Cheney, but that's not the point. The point is they came up with a play, and I was just like, we blame everything on these countries over here, all of them, and we're gonna call them the axis. We're gonna brand it. We're gonna call it the axis of evil, and it's gonna be their fault. And it worked. It worked until the liberals came and they started to undo it. Then it broke again. But it did work
For a little while.
for a bit. And you have to, Biden is of that era. He was around for that.
He's gonna say Russia. He's
He's gonna pick. I don't know.
He's not going for China. I don't think he's going for
I
China.
don't know. He doesn't like that.
The liberals like China too much.
He doesn't.
No,
He's not with them.
China.
He's been very
China.
vocal.
China.
He said that. He is.
Okay, no.
You think he
China.
said that? He said he
China.
does not like them.
I thought.
China.
I think.
And
I
that's
think
the one that's been escalating.
No, but I think
And,
of the connections.
the
because of the
coronavirus,
connections.
it's right up there.
Because of the connections.
not going to call it
Trump
China-
had
China
with Russia.
virus.
I think they would choose
And
Russia.
but he also has connection.
Oh yeah, that's real.
That's the problem. He also has.
He's choosing China. It's
China.
It's China.
Also because he what was I gonna say? Oh, he said that recently when they had this trade deal with all these other countries in that area, and he said that he was going to compete. He wanted to compete with them, but he couldn't say how yet exactly. And then the director of the CIA also came in and said, "Yo, it's funny that one of the few things. It's also one of the few things they agree on, huh? The Democrats and the Republicans. Shockingly,
Of
they
course.
disagree on all this shit, but the one thing they agree on is them men over there. We
Them
need to do
over
something.
there,
We
we
need to
don't
do something.
fuck
We need to do something about it. We need to do something about it.
But it's so stupid that
That's my prediction, anyways. I'm not saying they should do it. I'm not saying he should do it. It's not a very nice thing to do, but
It's what happens.
Governance.
Yeah.
If he's gonna be president, he has to unite the country. He's from that old class. If you had a Bernie Sanders or one of them hippie dudes, they would have done it differently. But he's from the old school.
but
he's gonna pick a scapegoat. That's what they used to do.
That right
Like
wing
you over there, all them.
that right wing dude that is starving, doesn't have health care. When he gets sick, he pays like 30 times what he earns in his lifetime to fix his leg or whatever. He will still have the same issues, but he will be feeling better because there's a common enemy.
Can stand for something.
That's stupid.
We're united against the common enemy.
That is so
That country
stupid.
also, it's in their history. If you look at their history, that's a lot of. It's not just once. This happened a lot. The George Bushes did the recent most.
It is so stupid.
It's plenty of times. They get into beef, and it's like, yo, but the Germans over though. Okay, let's go do that then. And then they just leave each other alone for a bit until they have no beef with nobody. Now, that's their problem.
But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I agree there.
You're right.
But I'm talking about the eventually that will blow over, and they'll need food.
No, they will still be starving.
Find a new scapegoat.
And they will find a new one. They will be starving forever. That country is never fixing itself.
Find a new scapegoat.
It will forever be that first world country that lives like a third world country.
You do have the issue right now where Russia just did that cyber attack. So you might go Russia. I said 50. It's a 60-40 for me. 60-40 for me. I don't know.
I forgot that Joe Biden has
said it here,
connections to
China.
Russia. So
He
that's
does
China.
have connections to
It's
Russia.
China.
But
I
Russia
said
just
100%.
did the cyber attack though. What do you say about that? They just did that. Because Vladimir Putin is like, bitch, y'all slipping. Y'all are not paying attention to nothing.
he just poisoned one
No,
dude.
but get this.
How do you
China's
think?
getting too
How
big.
do you think?
China's
Putin,
getting too
How
big.
do you think Putin reacted watching the riot?
Oh, he was
Beautiful.
loving it.
Oh, you know he did. You know he did the money dance.
popcorn.
What?
All that he was.
So y'all just gonna let this happen? You're just gonna do? I don't even have to do anything. This is just gonna go by itself.
Self-destruct.
This is him doing it.
Yeah.
True.
This is him doing it.
True. The misinformation campaigns. True.
That's all them.
True.
That's one way to look at it.
Probably in collaboration with China.
Did you know, fun fact, that America also does misinformation campaigns in other countries? I did not know that.
I expected them to do something like that.
Fun fact, apparently they're pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're not supposed to go into that, otherwise we might get hacked.
Yeah.
WhatsApp is not encrypted.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. WhatsApp and their new privacy rules. You want to go into that, or are we done?
Go ahead.
I heard that Elon Musk said use Signal.
Yeah.
And then the stock of this company called Signal something went like way up. It was the wrong company.
It was a cybersecurity company.
It was a healthcare company. Tech health company is what I had.
Tech health.
But it wasn't the Signal app for messaging. So he just gave like another company all the keys for nothing. People need to read better if they're going to buy stock.
No, he tweeted literally, use Signal.
Yeah, but Jeff, if I'm going to buy the stock, I have to make sure he means use Signal, this app. I'm buying stock. Which app is this? Like you have to read. You have to read what you're doing. Motherfucker just go, oh shit. What is?
All right. So the whole situation with WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram is WhatsApp updated their privacy statement, and they basically said if you use WhatsApp and you communicate with a company, an entity that also has a Facebook account, and that's most of them, we can transfer information, the data that you give that company, the conversation, the pictures, the videos that you send to that company, we can send them to Facebook and host them on our services to use them to target you with ads.
You know Trump is on Telegram now too.
He was banned from it probably.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's not.
That's where he went now.
Oh, I had no idea.
I heard that recently. He went to Telegram now because of the ban from all the other places. Telegram is mad, fam.
Telegram.
That's where all the...
It's hosted in Russia.
Yeah. But that's
since that scandal or that news, 25 million.
That's where all the plugs are, though.
Yeah.
New users, what?
That's where all the plugs are. The drug dealers.
Yeah.
If you want...
They're all on Telegram.
If you want anything...
Fake accounts.
What do they have in common? It's
passwords, credit cards.
What do they have in common? Signal and Telegram.
Okay, Signal and Telegram are both encrypted services, and they advertise to be fully encrypted services. So if you have a conversation there,
between end to end and full.
So end to end is when you type something in on your end, it's not encrypted. When it goes through the pipeline and goes to the other person, that in between in that pipeline is encrypted. Full is from the start to finish encrypted. The company cannot see anything. And that's what Signal and Telegram are basically saying that they are doing.
No, my
WhatsApp is end to end. So on my phone it's encrypted and is de-encrypted, and on your phone is de-encrypted. In between, Facebook presumably cannot see anything.
But let me ask you something.
Go.
Here's my issue with things like this. I see that type of stuff with tech companies, and sometimes I read into it. But for me, it's a lot like 100% organic. It's like, how do I know?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You see, like, and fully encrypted. How do I know though that for real? Like, how there's people who know how to check shit like that. If you're a hacker,
it's very
a
likely.
hacker, techie person,
you can check it.
Okay.
You can check it. So you can basically.
I'll give you a reason why I think it is what they claim it is. I think one of the Signal users or Signal creators was an ex WhatsApp
that's
creator.
how it always happens.
Yeah.
No, that's often how it goes.
And the reason why he left was one of the
Facebook
Facebook situation.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't add up if he
the annoying
went
thing
and created
the annoying thing about all of this is WhatsApp, before it was bought by Facebook, was actually a very secure service. Nothing got out. That's why everybody in Europe and in Asia, in certain parts, everybody started using it because they thought, oh, it's fine, it's good, it's safe. Facebook bought it, and they are making loopholes now everywhere. This whole controversy is basically because Facebook is saying, hey, we have Instagram DMs, a messaging service. We have Facebook Messenger, a messaging service. And we have WhatsApp, a messaging service. We should combine that shit. It should all be one thing. So if you talk on Instagram, the same conversation happens on Instagram, on Facebook Messenger, and also on WhatsApp. That alone breaks the whole encryption part, because there's suddenly 3 apps that deal with the same data, and you can see everything everywhere.
Efficiency in exchange for security.
Exactly.
Constantly happens. What always happens.
And now Elon Musk tweeted that because he saw there was a whole campaign going on about Twitter, WhatsApp, presumably putting all your data out online. And that is true to a certain extent, but only when you talk to another company on that platform. But people understood it as always.
Yeah, but come on, man.
Yeah. It's a nuance. People read the privacy statement, but they don't read the privacy statement.
No, but
they
in the
understand,
privacy statement,
enough.
that it stated that information that you normally that you have on your phone when you use WhatsApp is going to be shared with Facebook.
Yes.
That's what it says.
So,
and this is normal. That's what I heard.
Yes, this
has been done before.
Every app
now they explicitly have written
They've
it
been
down
on your
paper.
social security number, your blood type. They've been on all of that. Come on,
bro. These apps, every app on your phone knows wild shit. They know what phone you have. They know the specific data on your phone. They know the serial number of your phone. They know what your battery status is, how good or bad it is. Every app knows that.
So
my
what
Google
they're saying,
Home called me once.
So what they're saying
Just for nothing.
For what? For what?
My Google Home, I have the home speaker.
So why did it?
She just called me.
To do what?
Wait.
Just because,
You said something to it and then it called?
just called the phone.
It's wild.
It's like, why? It's like, I can do this.
It's wild.
So if you ever lost your phone, just say call phone, and then you see I can call your phone. I was like, all right. I didn't ask you. I didn't set this up. I didn't set none of this up.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I didn't set
it's
any
all
of this up.
interlinked. And
I'm still gonna get the extra ones though. The Google, the
big
whole
one.
Nest, the audio, the big
yeah.
ones.
the Nest audio?
Yeah, I'm gonna stereo it.
So
I was thinking
No,
about
so I'm
it.
thinking
I
about
didn't
it.
do it.
So I'm
I
thinking
didn't
about
do that.
what speaker, what smart speaker should I get actually?
Don't listen to him. Cause watch his teeth. Look at what he got with his teeth. Don't listen. Like, don't listen to him when he's
You have Apple?
Yeah, but
Look what he's gonna do. Okay, watch.
I did Sonos, but
See?
you can also do Sony or Google. It also
No, but
works
the
with-
smart speaker.
The smart
Sonos
speaker?
which assistant?
Sonos is not smart,
There's Sonos. There's smart Sonos speakers, Jeff.
but those do Alexa. I think I don't use them.
No, they do Google.
Also,
Yeah, Alexa is not in. Doesn't exist in the Netherlands.
no. Yeah, I had the same problem.
Alexa
with,
doesn't. It's not here. Alexa is only in America.
Right now-
Siri is.
I have some
but it's
Google
not good.
stuff here.
Just use the Google Assistant and stop being.
I use the Google Assistant. So,
You're
shut the
not
fuck
using
up.
The Google Assistant. You're not using it. With an LG TV,
Yeah,
it can talk to the LG TV.
yeah. I can show you later.
You want a Mazda? He lying. He can't talk to this TV.
No,
This TV go respond in Korean. So he's not talk to this TV. LG.
fuck off, man.
Yeah, fuck out of it.
Nah,
No, get yourself the Google. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna link.
Yeah.
The Google audio speakers. I'm gonna tell you what you should do.
Cool.
but this is just a part of using software from other companies, and it depends. Certain companies protect your data very well, and you can trust them to a degree, but you need to know that most of your stuff is being taken anyways. So you need to be smart in what you want to have taken, and if you are using an app like TikTok or whatever, put it on a delete it, or put it on a second phone that is not
Burn
important to
that
you at
shit.
all,
Fuck
where you
you
don't have
talking
anything
about?
connected.
What? You know they don't respect no privacy over there.
So
They don't. They just told you. No, we don't really do that.
So I think that all these people just wilded out for no reason. Signal and Telegram had like a 50% bump of
Well, not the real Signal, the fake company thing.
no, also Real Signal.
The real Signal doesn't have an IPO yet. I heard.
No, you mean Signal?
No, not
the users. The
users.
Oh, the users. Oh, I got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
there was a
shares. I thought shares.
I don't know. I should look up the actual article, but I think it was about 90% for Telegram, because Telegram has a lower user base, so they got a bunch more users. And Signal was about 50% more users than they had in
Elon
the
is
whole
on a
last year or
fucking whole
something.
different kind of smoke, man. Look at that.
It's insane.
Yo, you link Elon, let him take the fucking post the podcast then. What are you talking about?
Let me DM Elon, my guy.
hit him up.
I don't know that guy. Come on.
He might vibe with it. He don't know them either. He was just like, fuck it. I'm dead. You know I'm serious. That's the joke. I'm dead ass. I'm not even remotely joking.
He didn't know
But
these people at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this whole situation just shows how people just are rash at doing this. Like, yeah, let me move to a different app because some article or somewhere told me that all my data is being taken. Your data was already there.
But don't make a Pornhub account to save their favorite video.
With their credit card information.
They put the credit card info because
They link it to Facebook.
because they want the HD version. So they put their government name in there with the whole credit card number.
You know, it's the same people who click link with Facebook when they log into these kind of
and
places.
they don't even bother with the private browser because fuck it. Because my girlfriend knows what I do, so who cares?
They do it on their phone in their
Dumb.
their Maze and Fire browser. and
Watching
shit.
porn on your phone is disgusting. You are a disgusting sick person. Who does that? Why does it even exist?
That's wild. Yeah.
Where are you? Think about it. It makes no sense, but think about it. Where would you be? Like, how does it add up?
Buy a fucking iPad.
Even then, it's sick.
No,
Why are
it's
you
better.
on the road with this? Sit home. Turn down the lights. Lock the doors. I don't understand this.
Be a regular person.
You know, they don't have that in the Apple Store too because it's illegal. So you have to actually go through the trouble of finding the fucking file and download and install. You have to really work to get a porn app. It's sick. It's a sick thing to do. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Parler.
Yeah, Parler. No, Parler is
You want to log on? You go talking shit?
it's not available. I went to the site. Like they have a link on
this thing, huh?
They killed it.
But they had a new
properly.
hosting. Epic.
Yeah.
With a K.
I went to a site, like apparently there's a site par.pw. I don't know how to get the PW, but that website is also down. Like you cannot get to that site at all.
Boy, they killed this thing quick, huh?
They did it well.
Jesus.
And no news articles linking to this thing. Normally they would link to it, but
Oh man, too bad for the Reds. Feel bad for the Reds. They need a place too, man. They need a place.
Oh, so now all of a sudden
No, they should have a place. It's just that they have to be next to me. But they should have a place.
I don't want them to have the place because if they have a place, they will do wild shit and they will do this thing again. They'll
Yeah, but
storm
Jeff,
the
then what
Capitol.
do? We keep them dispersed?
Yeah, disperse them.
I guess.
It means divide and conquer.
Give them to the Chinese.
No,
What?
don't give them to the Chinese.
Just move them over there.
Yo.
No?
You know how they,
Alright.
you know how people are treated in China, right?
We were the three angry men.
They could go link with
My
them.
name is Jeffrey.
They could go over there.
We were the
No.
three angry men. Let's wrap this
Wow.
up. Just
Or they have their own. They want to secede from the South wants to secede from the stick and start their own country. That was a whole plan. That was a whole plan they wanted to do.
the left wanted to secede us.
No, the right wanted to secede.
California. That's the
Oh
one.
yeah, they were going to be the Republic of Guernica or something.
Was that the name?
Cascadia, the Republic of Cascadia. That was going to be. That's a real Google it. It's a real thing. That's Oregon, Washington, California, and I think maybe one other one.
Of course, Oregon, Washington, and something else.
They're going to be one country. You know, California is the 7th richest country in the world.
It's wild.
7 richest countries.
The United States
the
should
world.
not be one country. It should be like
California, if California was a
bunch of
country by
small-
itself, it would be the 7th richest country in the
It
world.
doesn't make
By
any
itself.
fucking sense that one state
mad.
in a country is that good, that
mad.
powerful.
It's mad. But it also makes it difficult for them to have a functioning country because you have one place where people are like, oh, we want to do all this cool shit. And you have another place where idiots want to do fuckery. And it's like, we got to go deal with them though. Now they want to storm all 50 state capitals. You heard that?
That's what they want to do during the inauguration.
Look at
Yeah,
the balls.
okay, yeah.
You see this privilege. We're going to storm all 50. How, fam? You're not going to do that. Sit down.
You see that at every one of them, there will be like 3 or 4
There'll
people
be a
standing.
couple dudes. There'll be a couple dudes.
Every one of them will have people. Shit is wild.
I don't know, man. If I'm the feds, I'm fucking just,
That country just surprises me every time. I thought we were done.
Nah, they're not.
What?
I
It's
thought
only getting started.
America's season was over when Biden would just come in there and then the TV show, the shenanigans would be done. Now they upped it. This is
man. You're
this
dreaming.
like a TV show having the second season and being better than the previous season.
Let my men
It
figure
has
this.
just begun.
Let my men figure this axis of new evil shit out.
Biden's not doing
Oh,
shit
Biden.
like that.
Huh?
So what's your prediction, actually?
What?
How long is he going to be running?
Oh, he ain't gonna do no 8.
Right?
Nah, he ain't gonna do
He's not doing anything.
I'm going to give it a year. Harris is taking over.
I think
Oh,
Harris-
you think
I
he
Harris-
would just drop?
I think he'll retire early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Take a
I'll-
nap or something.
He's still old. Oh shit.
I don't think he could
Take
do
a
it.
nap.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying he might, get a little, tired and just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna sit back and just,
Yeah.
A little bit groggy.
I think he's gonna do another 8. What is he at? 77?
He's easy at that.
So he's gonna be 87.
You know what 8 is? You know what 8 is?
He's forgetting shit.
He's already kind of, it's mad. It's mad. No, we're gonna let Harris step in. You know what I mean? And then she really goes to go get cooking on these Chinese and the Russians.
No, but it's true.
She's gonna
It's
get
true.
cooking.
It's true.
We can never go to China anymore.
Listen, I'm not saying that. I mean the government, because those governments are beefing.
No, because of the government, we cannot go there anymore.
Yeah?
That's what it is.
As soon as we land, they probably do the facial recognition shit on us. It's done.
Oh, they have facial recognition?
They have it all.
They
Of course.
do.
They have
invented
it.
it. Yo, you heard they have the live, this is the last thing. They have the live deep fake. This needs to stop. This madness.
Yeah,
You heard
they
this?
do. Yeah.
So you're live, and yet you can still deep fake. So you could appear on camera live as someone else.
Bro, they doing this shit where
Now that should be banned.
they
That is where a government should step in and say, okay, fam, no, this is too much now.
They've
This
made
is-
it possible.
Do you have any idea what you could do with that?
But listen.
You're looking at me.
But listen.
All right, watch.
But listen.
If I fucking open my
it's a
open
private
up- But
company.
No, they're not private. No, it's not.
But it's a private
you know how to
company.
use it?
No, the state owns everything.
No, but I mean, the deepfake thing is a private company.
The state owns everything over there.
No, but you have deepfake companies.
No,
that
them are cool. I
Oh,
mean,
them
theirs.
are cool.
I mean, the ones over there. The
Oh, the
state
ones
owns all.
specifically those.
They're the ones who have the live.
But
joint.
do you know how they're using it right now?
What were they doing?
They're doing it. They're using it by live streaming as anime characters.
We were the 3 Angry Men. My name is Oliver. Because I'm done. I'm not doing this.
This one is fucked up.
I'm not doing this. They need it. Yo, all right. I'm good. I'm good.
We were the Three Angry Men. My name is Jeffrey.
Duncan.
Oliver.
Thank you for listening. You can find us everywhere. Facebook, Twitter.
Parlor.
We'll figure out Parler.
Never.
We're on YouTube and
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud,
You don't want to talk shit?
Spotify.
Don't listen to all
Just
of that.
talk.
Just find us, listen to the episode, comment, let us know what you think about it. Should we talk more, less? Let us know. Thank you for listening.
You have a plastic bag.